It's Melanie Martinez Day. We are breaking down the K-12 album. I cannot wait to get into this. Mental health awareness is our thing. I am your resident psychotherapist, Tom Stevens. Reaction therapy here to watch the entire K-12 album. Whether it has a video or not, we are going to do it one by one. Stay with us. Give us your comments at the end. And without further ado, the first one is up. It's Wheels on the Bus. And you know I love everything she's created with this movie. I got to see the movie. We have a breakdown of the movie on the channel. Go check it out when you get a chance. But look, we can't wait anymore. Wheels on the Bus. Let's do it. Melanie Martinez.
I'm just looking out the window and it's cold outside. There are two boys yelling behind me and I'm terrified. Counting trees as they pass me by and I'm trying not to.
The thing that amazes me with what Melanie Martinez does is she puts so much color, so much thought into the presentation of the picture, the scenery that's going on, and is able to make this look like an actual kindergarten situation, right? Of going to school or a school age situation, but with a bunch of grown-ups inside of there. That's what fascinates me. I don't understand how she does that so well, but she does. Like, she can, in her voice, just so pure. Anybody who's been to school or been on a bus knows what it feels like to go to school, to be judged, to look around. All these people have friends or they have stuff going on and maybe you're not accepted or a part of the group, which I think is nuts and I hate it. But she describes it. It's two boys yelling at me. I'm scared. Counting trees. It's like you're put into this situation that's completely uncomfortable. I describe it to adults as kind of like getting on an airplane where you have to just kind of sit in your seat and you can't really do anything. You can't get food, drink unless they give it to you, all that stuff. It is a sad thing that we don't realize how terrifying that can be sometimes to kids. But look at this. Look at these kids.
Terrified, counting trees as they pass me by and I'm trying not to look across the aisle. Cause my eye is letting Dan put his hand up her skirt and she's got her hand down his pants.
Okay, it's not kindergarten. What age is this? Because I have to know. Like this, I've heard this for a long time. K-12 is like the span of all of school. But do these bounce back and forth? Like, is Wheels on the Bus, when you think of kindergarten, is it really more middle school? Like, is this something else that I feel like it's like a more of a middle school type thing when she's talking about these kids playing with each other? It's like she dabbles in both, all ages. This girl's letting this guy do this, which is not okay, y'all. And nobody notices. Nobody pays attention.
Cause my eye is letting Dan put his hand up her
She
skirt
sees
and
everything.
she's got her hand down his pants. I know the driver sees it. I know he's peeking in the rearview mirror.
There she goes. The black eyes. Is this when she becomes, this is where I can get so educated, kind of like that other person, and kind of goes outside of herself and has secret powers and things like she doesn't have them before. But it's almost like when she gets worked up to the point and upset or frustrated or scared or terrified or whatever, it then catapults her into this other entity. You know, the guy sees it, but he says nothing. Oh my gosh. And these poor kids, happens all the time in school. They see things and then teachers just overlook them. It's a huge problem. Dude smoking a cig in there. I didn't even see that in the original. Smoking a cig driving the bus. Oh my gosh. So she's always had powers.
I know the driver sees it. I know he's peeking in the rearview mirror.
There we go.
He says nothing, trying to ignore it.
So she made that happen.
Boring, I'm quietly observing. I'm saying nothing. No one's watching.
Oh, I love it.
us. Don't give a fuck. Wheels on the bus. I'm holding it down.
What was that?
I'm holding it down. Up in the front.
love how there's unison in all of them doing things on the bus and the chorus like that. But all these kids are screwing around. They're like taking drugs. They're messing with each other. But then they all come into unison here with, but isn't it interesting how she has these powers, like makes the cigarette fall out of his mouth? So she can make anything happen with anybody, right? But she just picks her times very carefully. And most of the time it's with people she's either annoyed, irritated with, or mess with her, like our bad people, I think. Oh man, I'm excited about today's sponsor in this video. Betterhelp, H-E-L-P, is our sponsor today. And let me tell you, I've talked a lot about Betterhelp. I've appreciated it myself because you know what? I've had stress, anxiety, felt overwhelmed, hard to manage all the stuff going on in life, and I went to Betterhelp. I was a client myself. I've sent many people there. I've had colleagues of mine that are friends who work with Betterhelp, who are therapists there, and I found a therapist in such a short period of time. The very first one they found for me was a home run. It was a perfect fit. All you have to do is fill out a few questions. They get back to you within a few days with the perfect match for you, and you know what? If you don't like that match, go find another one. It's as simple as that. You could call, you can text, you can do virtual appointments with them, and from the comfort of your own home. BetterHelp is the way to help you with anxiety, stress, depression, any kind of past struggles that you've had, to be able to find someone you trust to go through those tough parts of life and be able to make a happier and more successful tomorrow. And you know what? I've got one thing to add to it. It's going to make you happier. 10% off your very first month with BetterHelp is waiting for you if you just go to the link in this video in the description, or you go to betterhelp.com/reaction therapy. They will be there to help you. I promise you, it is an easy process. You can get help today. I did. You can do it. It is possible to find a happy future. I say it to people all the time, and I wouldn't say this if I didn't trust it, and I wouldn't put this out there to you unless I've tried it myself. So go there today, betterhelp.com/reaction therapy, 10% off your first month's subscription. I can't wait to see how it goes, and thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video.
Down, up in the front, wheels on the bus. Ooh,
Look at the friends.
wheels on the bus. Now I'ma light it up and pass it. Puff, puff, and pass it. Don't be a dick and baby sick, come on, just pass it over here. Counting cars as they pass me by, and I'm trying not to.
Okay, one thing I didn't notice that I'm curious about is in the back, there's the guy with a blue, all the blue face. All the rest of them don't have that. Of course, these kids are like, here, pass it. I want to use it. I want to smoke. I want to do all this. And it's all happening behind her. And what's her friend's name? Is it Angelita? They're just all wanting to pass it and use and mess around. And all the while, nothing gets paid attention to. Nothing gets noticed. I do want to know who that guy in the blue is back there.
Counting cars as
There's actually a couple of them, it looks like, in the back. But I don't know what that blue things, the blue represents. Like, are those different kind of people? Are they different characters? Are they good? Are they bad?
they pass me by, and I'm trying not to look a row behind me.
There's two of them back there.
Got his ass in the glass.
Oh, man.
Hit a bump fast.
There you go, Melanie.
I know the driver sees it. I know he's peeking in the rearview mirror. He says nothing, trying to ignore it. It's fucking boring. I'm quietly observing.
Man, see, this is the epitome, and not to judge anybody, but there's so many people in our world today that will just literally snort up whatever they can find in their nose and not even know what it's going to do to them, with the hopes that it might be a really cool thing to do. I see so many people in my office as a therapist that tell me about high school and stuff, even middle school, where kids will walk in the bathroom and kids are doing all kinds of whack out stuff, and then they just turn around and leave. It's like, I don't even want to be a part of this or in this, but it's so funny how she gets a kick out of messing with them without them even knowing it. But why is Angelita sitting there just so quietly, like just staring? Is it kind of her way of just coping? Like she's just like, oh man, we're going to school. And then the next thing is, are they both friends already at this point, sitting with each other? Like, have they been friends for years and they're going to school together, or are they just meeting at this point? I'm pretty curious about that.
It's talking boring. I'm quietly observing. I'm saying nothing. No one's watching us.
So they mess with people.
Don't give a fuck.
Not good. Oh.
Wheels on the bus.
Whoa.
Holding
She's got it too.
up in the front.
And she's having fun.
Wheels on the bus.
Yep. Smoking it up.
Wheels on the bus.
The popular kids. Okay.
Wheels on the bus.
Oh, here we go.
No one's watching us.
Look at them all.
Don't give a fuck. Wheels on the bus.
Just look at that face.
Holding it down. Up in the front.
Yep.
Wheels on the bus. Wheels on the
Oh.
Wheels on the bus.
He just can't. He can't. He's got to go to this other girl. Smoke coming out of her ears because she throws a tantrum and throws a fit. And so he's like, pushes Melanie aside, and who's not Melanie at this point, but pushes her aside to go to the back to try to make things all good. That's why I love that video on where Pacify Her. Oh, man, that was such a good one.
Wheels on the bus.
Pushes her down.
Wheels on the bus.
Everybody just wants to belong. Keeps looking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what's really cool about this is that so much of this I relive. Like, I don't remember parts of this from watching the movie because I was so enthralled in the movie and trying to get each song. Very interesting to look at that. Like, I can't figure out the significance of the them going to school like this. And wasn't there like an accident with the bus or something that happened? I feel like there was an accident. I can't remember from the movie. But it really does show the link of different groups, right? And how people fit with each other. And everybody wants to just belong or try to fit in or not be an oddball. And then she's just stuck there as an outcast, kind of, unless she's going to try to fit in, which she doesn't, and that's not her. Next up is a class fight. Without further ado, it's time for a class fight. Let me get this pulled up. Oh gosh. This could be anywhere. This could be all ages, right? Yeah.
It was the middle of class and the teacher wasn't looking. Kelly had a fat ass and trouble was cooking.
Kelly's fat. Oh, Kelly. Kelly's only way of getting things is by being she's just being a know-it-all and, you know, a controlling person, smoke out the ears. And she's so insecure, to me, that she has to make sure nobody else has power over her, like is above her. And she's always looking jealous. There's no way to have a relationship, by the way. If you're always having to look at the person you're in a relationship with and be scared that they're going to be with somebody else, number one, you don't trust that person fully. Number two, the insecurity in yourself is not good for that relationship. So please give that up. But it's so cute how Melanie is, and I'm supposed to be referring to her in any other name in this video, but how Melanie just is so adorable with him. And I think he really likes her.
Kelly had a fat ass and trouble was
No
cooking.
trouble.
She had a boy wrapped around her finger tight.
Yep.
I fell in love with him, but he wasn't in my life.
Aww.
The teacher gave me notes to go out and give Kelly. She was kissing Brandon, I got jelly.
Aww.
I wanted to be in her shoes for one day. I just waited till recess to make her pay.
Yeah, I want to get you, girl.
Mommy, why do I feel sad? Should I give him away or feel this bad?
This is the internal struggle that I think this is a good picture of internal struggle. Like, she doesn't want to make her pay necessarily. Like, I don't want to be the bad girl. I don't want to be toxic like this, but I'm not going to be pushed around and picked on and treated this way. But the internal side is like, what's going on here? Should I just like move myself away from him and just not have anything to do with it? Or should I trust my feelings and kind of give into those? And also, should I be the person that like makes her pay? And this is, as we grow up in childhood, children want the best in the world. They want people to be happy. But we learn really quickly that all people don't work that way. And so we learn to be kind of cutthroat at times.
Why do I feel sad? Should I give him away or feel this bad? No, 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 don't you choke. Daddy John didn't go for the throat. For the throat, for the throat.
Oh, Dad.
Daddy John didn't go for the throat. For the throat, for
Doesn't feel
the
right.
throat. Daddy John didn't go for the throat.
There's so much to be said for bullying and the way bullies. I always say, people aren't born bullies. They aren't. All children are sweet and innocent and have great things in the world. We learn that, and we learn it's okay to do that. And bullies are created. You got to remember with people, you have the person and you have their behavior, and you got to keep them separate. Like, I love you, I adore you, but the way you act sometimes might not be okay. Bullies are formed when the person is merged with their behavior. And so they have an identity, and then they hold on to that identity. And it's usually through insecurity or things that have happened also in their past. And it can be really manipulative as they get older. And the people who are bullied many times, what I want them to know is that they are worth more than that, to empower them. It's not just about fighting back, even though you have to be able to defend and protect yourself at times in life. You have to be able to have the confidence and security to not let that affect you, and also to have the words and actions to respond that will make the bully realize this just isn't worth it at this point. But it's so sad to see. And look at that snake coming around her neck, y'all. So mean.
Did you see what she was wearing? Like, it was embarrassing for everyone. And like, I told her, I was trying to be helpful. I gave her advice. I was like, that's ugly.
Oh, so hard to deal with. Look at him. He likes her.
And she took it like personally. She was getting all mad about it. I
Oh,
was like,
here we
I'm
go.
helping you. Here, stop. Don't interrupt me. I just don't understand why you wouldn't take my advice. I give
Why
really
do
good
people
advice to
want to be
people,
friends
and
with
it's just
her?
Are you even listening to me?
No, because we're watching your boyfriend like somebody else. Bring it. Here we go. One of my favorite parts. Oh boy. Dude, Angelita's like, man, I know what's coming now, and this is not going to be good. But she got to the point of hurting her, and she could only take so much before she's going to act out. And here's teacher, like totally unaware teachers. Anybody got those in life? Hey, I love teachers. I think teachers are amazing. Most of them, there's a lot of good ones. I wouldn't say most of them. There's a lot of teachers who are totally checked out. They're not necessarily snorting lines in the classroom, but this is like what's going on while all the kids are out playing and this stuff's happening. I need to see this more.
What the fuck?
Her face was fucked
Yeah,
up.
now she sees it.
Were bloody.
Put me down, you freak!
We were in the playground, things were getting muddy.
Doesn't want to have to do it, but
The teacher broke us up.
There you go.
I broke her. And my one true love called me a monster. Mommy, why do I feel sad, feel sad, feel sad, feel sad?
man, look at it. And she's going to be the one who ends up in trouble for that, probably, right? Because she was just trying to say, don't you dare mess with me like that. But people sometimes, I want people who are picked on to understand that it is not your fault. That is not okay. Never treating somebody that way is okay. But so often the person who retaliates ends up in trouble. And it's kind of BS to me. I just don't like the way that is. Yeah, don't listen to people who are talking about yourself, your body, your image, the way you look. That's why I love therapy. Like, so many people have had bad therapy in life, and that's what gives them an image of like, yeah, that didn't work. I see people in my office, all the time who are like, yeah, we've had therapists before, or we've gotten mental health, and it's been bad, or it sucked, or they diagnosed me bipolar or this thing, and it really isn't true. It wasn't that. When you get a good therapist, they're able to connect with you, relate with you. And that's why Jill and I, my wife and I, see so many people like when they're young or even in high school. And then we know them all the way to when they're married and have children. And we know them through life because we know their story and we've seen their lives get better, and it can get better. Maybe also that comes with being in this field for almost 30 years and seeing people. The principal's coming up next. Let's do this. Melanie Martinez, the principal, without further ado. Yes, the principal. I love her innocence and then the intensity with which what's inside can come out sometimes.
Sneaky, greedy, money seeking, always peeping, fucking creeping, got it on the down low. It's how you think, you always squeaky. What if I had told your mother her son was a cruel motherfucker? It's not just me,
Yep,
it's everybody who thinks that you're fucking ugly when you come and hurt us just so.
Now I'm remembering this. It was one of my favorite videos for dance move. Like the way they choreographed this, phenomenal. And the way she sets this up, like this is just to me like the government sometimes. Like, you're this ruling authority, you're this principal, and I'm going to sit in front of this like Supreme Court or this group of people to present my case. And you already know the outcome. You already know what you want to do to me or what's going to happen in this situation or who you're going to favor because this kid's parents give money to the school, or these people are rich, or these people are popular, and I'm going to end up being the loser in this whole deal. So she's just going to go off on them while she can and call him out with who he is. Because isn't the principal the son? Isn't the principal's son that guy that she's been flirting with? Isn't that? I feel like the principal, I thought that's the way it worked out. And then that something ended up happening to the principal. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at all these people. Like how lame. And that's what it is with the ruling authority. The people are so lame and out of touch. They don't really know what's going on. And they don't care. They're just going to rule how they're going to rule. By the way, I love her hair as well. Love this.
Who thinks that you're fucking ugly when you come and hurt us just so you can get your
Yep. So sweet. Woo! Wow. You don't care about us. Just want us to follow like sheep. Because you're the principal. All they want is power.
Complicated, overrated, you're fixated, underrated by the separation in this place that you've created. Fuck all of your rules and guidelines.
Yep.
You shouldn't even be on the sidelines. Can't you see that we're all hurting? If you're not teaching, we're not learning. Excuse me, how much are you earning?
God, that's the epitome of the entire song right there. That lyrical breakdown. Can you see that we're all hurting? Do you get it at all? What's going on? Which is what I want teachers, principals, educators, the whole system to understand. This is more about the children. All they want is to take from us. All they want is the power. Can't you see we're hurting? If you're not teaching, we're not learning. We need teachers that teach. We need teachers that care. And it's not downing teachers. It's not, because I know many who are this. We need teachers who are invested, not just checking a box. Excuse me, how much are you earning? It's like, what are you taking from us? Oh my gosh. What do y'all say about that? How much are you earning?
Teaching, we're not learning. Excuse me, how much are you earning? I've tried to make you listen.
Yep.
You want it's your way, right? Killing kids all day.
Taking us down, man.
Prescription pills and all
Destroying our spirit.
that. The angels are claiming you're the good guy. All you want is cash and hype. Fuck our dreams, and there's no right.
That juice, and I please want somebody to tell me what in the world that juice is. I see juice throughout so many of Melanie Martinez videos. This blue juice that this guy's drinking, what is it? Yep. They're all connected. Yep. Gosh. That's the second biggest thing to me, that entire breakdown. You don't know the pain you're causing. Like with what you're doing to us and what you're doing with this system, your actions hurt. And so do your words. Like the way that you talk to people, the way that you treat people. The more you try to mess with us, we're coming for you. Like we're going to be at your front door. We're not going to just go quietly. I love the power in her voice and how she wants to be heard. And she's not going to back down.
We'll be there yelling at your front door. I've tried to make you listen, but you won't. It's your way, right?
Dude, she literally just evaporated them. Did they really just go away like that? And I was wondering with that principal, because he ended up dying, right? But I was wondering, like, even if that juice was poison, was it something he normally drank anyway and it got poisoned? Or was it just poisoned for that video? Because it can represent, you know, drinking the Kool-Aid, so to speak. Melanie Martinez, show and tell without further ado. Let's do this. Melanie Martinez, show and tell. Love this. Different perspective too when I'm just seeing the lyrics and hearing the music. Let's Get ready. Everybody, let's go.
You pull me by
what a
my
beat.
hair, so I don't go nowhere. Tell me you love me, but you treat me like I'm never there. You say the coolest words, yes, they break my heart. Cause I'm over here working my ass off. Why is it so hard to see? If I cut myself, I would bleed.
So interesting. Now I can really hear like that why and that kill me thing that she says. Like, you are setting me up here. I'm human, and please don't do this to me, but they do.
Just like you're like me. Imperfect and human are we.
Yep.
Show
Little giggle.
and tell. I'm on display for all you fuckers to see. Show and tell. Harsh words if you don't get a pick with me. But instead, like I'm a product of society. Art don't sell unless you fucked every authority.
I'm really wondering what that means, unless you've done that with every authority. I guess it's her saying you've got to sell out. You know, you've got to, sell your soul, so to speak. You've got to give in. You've got to do whatever they tell you to do if you want the fame, the success, the attention. Like, I'm a product to society, and art don't sell unless you. So the only way you're going to make it is if you do what you got to do. So they put you out there. Otherwise, it's so sad. It should not be that way.
You beg and cry for more, yet I'm on the floor. There are strangers taking pictures of me when I ask no more. It's really hard for me to say just how I feel. I'm scared that I'll get thrown away like a banana peel. Why is it so hard to see?
By the way, that's the insecurity, like a banana peel. You finish a banana, you just throw the peel away like it doesn't matter. The banana peel actually protected that banana during its growth. But the key there being, I'm scared to tell you how I really feel, because sometimes I just want to eat dinner, or sometimes I just want to go to the store, or sometimes I just want to walk outside, and you want from me. So it's fine to take pictures of me when I'm performing and when I'm doing things. And I do think celebrities need to understand this a little more, like they are celebrities, but I think we infringe on them a lot. And she's scared. That's the insecurity, that I don't want you to hate me, but I need some time.
Like a banana peel. Why is it so hard to see? If I cut myself, I would bleed. I'm just like you, you're like me. Imperfect and human are we. Show and tell. I'm on display for all you fuckers to see. Show and tell. Harsh words if you don't get a pick with me. But instead, like I'm a product of society. Art don't sell unless you fucked every authority. Show and tell.
What a beat.
Why can't you fucking hear me?
Show and tell. Are you listening yet? Show and tell. I'm on display for all you fuckers.
It's like I'm trying to communicate this message to you. I'm trying to let you know. Why can't you hear this? This is all I'm saying is this message. And I agree with that we need to give space to people when they need to just live their normal life and not judge.
Harsh words if you don't get a pick with me. Like I'm a product of society. Art don't sell
Oh man, Melanie Martinez, show and tell. I love this. I love the messaging that she does in such a sweet, kind of subtle way. Especially in the video with the puppets and everything, the way she did it, but just even in the music, of just a nice way to send a pretty strong message. It's time to see the lyric version of Melanie Martinez and Nurse's Office. Oh boy. See if I remember this from the movie.
Don't cut me, punch me, just let me go into the nurse's office where I float away. I'm pale as the loose leaf paper they grow from hollowing out all my lungs in the snow.
That's interesting. Was this after the fight, by the way? Don't cut me, punch me. Look, don't mess with me. Like, you end up in the nurse's office. She's pale as loose leaf paper. And then just being out, the lungs in the snow.
Nurse's office where I float away. I'm pale as the loose leaf paper they grow from hollowing out all my lungs in the snow. Yeah, I'm coughing, I'm bleeding. Band-aids won't heal it, 'cause they hate me, so I'm faking all of this, so they take me.
So she's faking this. So cool to listen to just the song of this. What is this about? She's in the nurse's office. They hate me, so I'm faking. Almost like I've been picked on enough, mistreated enough. I'm going to get out of there and get into the nurse's office. It's kind of the hideaway. It's the place to go to be able to leave the pressure if you feel stressed out, nervous, anxious. So you can go kind of just lay down, chill out in the nurse's office. And isn't that something how she says I'm coughing and bleeding and Band-Aids won't help? They're not gonna do it because it's not really about that. It's about something that's going on inside her. What is this about?
Won't heal it, 'cause they hate me, so I'm faking all of this, so they take me give me that pink slip of permission. This is I'm tired of wishing I was stitching.
Listen to y'all. Like, that's so good. Y'all are so good. Yep. Faking. Donica faking. YNA just trying to get out of there and get home. Has anybody ever done that? Y'all ever done that? Like, just faked. Just got to get home. I got to get out of here. I don't want to deal with the bullying. I don't want to deal with the drama at school. I don't want to deal with any of these people here. I just want to get home. Anybody faked? Beat drop.
Teacher, can I sit right there? This bitch behind me is cutting my hair. No, just sit your ass down at the chalkboard. You stare. I faked up a seizure and left that in there.
There you go.
I'm coughing, I'm bleeding. Band-aids won't heal it, 'cause they hate me, so I'm faking all of this, so they take me give me that pink slip of permission. This is I'm tired of wishing I was stitching.
Pink slip of permission. You know, when you get the pink slip, like you get fired at work, is what they call it, the getting of the pink slip. And she's basically relating it to, let me just get out of here. I don't care. I just want to be gone from here. And some of y'all say, I do this all the time at school.
Of permission. This is I'm tired of wishing I was stitching.
This is so sad when I see Tropical. Like, my counselor blamed me for all the bullying that was happening. Not good. That just shouldn't happen. It's just a person that doesn't know how to do their profession, y'all. It doesn't mean it's never your fault or it's never something about you. Like everybody has a part in everything, but that's not helpful. That's not going to help. Drinking it down. Here we go. Drink the Kool-Aid. Go back to class. Medicate. Give medication so you'll be zonked out of everything. Not good. That's why I can't stand psychiatrists that medicate, because I'm not a psychiatrist, but that medicate people to just numb them or medicate them just to stop symptoms instead of, no, you want to actually help. And first, therapy is important, but also if it's medication, then it needs to be still have you be yourself, like still have you be who you are and not just treat something. I see a psychiatrist see somebody for 15 minutes, all of a sudden they're throwing out meds. Out of here.
Give me that pink slip of permission. This is all. I'm tired of wishing I was ditching.
Melanie Martinez, nurse's office, and sometimes you just want to get away, right? That's what happens. All right, let's get into this Melanie Martinez drama club. All right, get my mind right. Let's go.
Everyone's so soft, everyone's so sensitive. Do I offend you? You're hanging on my sentences. You could keep your costume and you could keep your mask. I'ma take a bow so you can kiss my ass. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama, up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama club.
It's so interesting to me how she pairs drama club together with drama. You know, the drama in life, the drama in adolescence, the drama in middle school, high school, just a drama period. But drama club, which is filled with all kinds of emotionally sensitive people, because that's what makes great actors. Like that's what actors are about. Not so much the left brain, practical, logical people. It's the ones who are creative, the one who are, they have ingenuity and they can think on their feet, but they have lots of sensitivity to emotion and they are filled with drama. Everybody I've ever talked to who's been in theater or drama club says how much drama there is in drama club. And she ties that to life, right? I don't want to sign up for your drama in school, like all the drama you create. I don't want to. I'm going to take a bow so you can kiss it because I'm tired of all of this. And she don't want to be a part of it. Good for her.
Never signed up for your drama, up for your drama club. They try to feed you lines that you have to memorize. You always hide behind your Wizard of Oz disguise.
God.
You even have a brain. You're sticking to a page. You're faking all your pain, yeah, you're bleeding on a stage. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama, up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama, up for your drama club.
Yeah.
I never signed up for your drama club. Oh, your drama club.
This could be in my session every day as a therapist with teenagers that I work with, adolescents, teenagers, college students, all that. Mainly in middle and high school. So much drama. I could play this and they'd be like, dude, I can totally relate to that, because all they want you to do is walk the way they do, dress the way they do, talk the way they do, act the way they do. And if you're not a part of that, then you are outcast and it doesn't work anymore. And she ain't going for that. She doesn't play that. Listen to how she said, do you even have a brain? You're sticking to a page, faking all your pain, bleeding on a stage, and tying that together with drama when theater comes in and all the acting that goes into making a great theater performance, right? You're playing a role in theater. That's what musicals are. That's what Broadway is. And in life, so many people live in these groups and clubs and cliques where they are almost just robots in a way. Kind of sad.
Up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. Up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama club. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. Up for your drama. Up for your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. Up for your drama. Up for your drama club. I don't wanna be an actress.
Help.
Living by
Nope.
your script.
Nope.
Who cares about practice? I don't give a shit. You're overanalyzing every word I say. There's a whole world out there. You're living a play. Fuck your auditorium. I think it's pretty boring. I never signed up for your drama.
Oh,
For your drama. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama club. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. For your drama. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. For your drama. For your drama club. For your drama. I never signed up.
Yeah. Just when I thought it was over.
Never signed up. Never signed up. Never signed up for your drama club. Never signed up for your drama. For your drama. For your drama club. Never signed up for your drama. For your drama. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. For your drama.
One more time.
For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. For your drama. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. For your drama. For your drama club. I never signed up for your drama. For your drama. For your drama club.
You know what I love about that is that there is life to be lived out there, and it's basically saying, you know what? Enough of this. I don't want to be part of your stage. I don't want to be in your auditorium. I'm tired of the acting that has to be done to be a part of you. There's life to live. Get outside and live life. And that's what I want people to do, instead of making what goes on inside the drama, especially of schools, such a humongous deal. Just that repetition. Up for your drama club. Very cool. Very cool. It's time for dessert. Strawberry shortcake. I can't even remember what this was about, but I think it's the one that's about her being treated like dessert, like just a piece of cake, like guys could mistreat her and stuff like that. Without further ado, Melanie time, strawberry shortcake. So different just hearing the words than seeing a video. I love this.
Feeling unsure of my naked body. Stand back, watch it taking shape. Wondering why I don't look like
Whoa,
Barbie.
what beat?
They say boys like girls with a tiny waist.
Drives me nuts.
Now my mama's preaching to make sure I'm pure, but I never really cared about this shit before. Look around the room to whoever wants.
This is just packed with stuff here. Talking about body image issues. You're talking about parenting and the way that we present ourselves to our children and the message we get. Talking about Barbie. Anybody see the Barbie movie lately? I haven't seen it. Don't spoil it for me. My son and my wife both went to see it and said, my wife said it was amazing. She loved it. And I want to go see it. But gosh, that becomes this image we're supposed to be. And the size of our waist equates to whether or not we're like better looking or whether we're better as a person. Oh man, that is completely false, by the way, but I can't stand what social media has done to the image of people because it's the picture that you put out that actually creates that, which is not good at all. And moms don't need, hey, I like to preach purity for two reasons, y'all. Number one, because it keeps you from investing too much emotionally in a relationship before you're actually ready to age-wise. And it goes with a whole list of issues that can come with that. And number two, just because I would say to young women, you are unbelievably valuable. There is only one of you. And I want you to make sure that who you give yourself to is actually who deserves that and who is going to cherish that. And so I talk to young women all the time about your worth, your value, that you should be cherished. And if the purity gets wiped away, then all of a sudden it just becomes, guys just take advantage, and I can't stand that. Anyway, look around the room to whoever wants me. I want you to know, young women especially, you get to choose. You get to choose who you're with. Don't be in a spot where you feel like you just have to take whatever. I'm just going to go on and on. I'm going to stop.
But I never really cared about this shit before. Look around the room to whoever wants me. Got boys acting like they ain't seen skin before. Got sent home to change cause my skirt is too short. It's my fault.
Nope.
Cause I put icing on top. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake. That's my bad. No one's holding on to grab. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake.
That's the problem, right? Number one, her voice is incredible. The way she goes high like that, I just love that voice. It's not your fault that that's happened. And number two, people should teach boys that you don't touch, you don't go there. There are boundaries in life, and there are lines you don't cross, and permission you need when it comes to messing around with girls like that. So it's not okay. And there needs to be a dad in that home that teaches the boys, number one, that you don't do that. And this is how you treat women. And that's what I try to do with my wife, is model how you're supposed to. So my boys know how to treat women. And then number two, that that we can show young women that there are healthy boundaries of don't go near people that try to treat you like a piece of dang cake.
Gotta make sure that my legs are shiny. Hot wax melting, burn my skin. People all around me watching closely. Cause it's how I look and not what I think. Nike's eyes seem to be glued to her chest. So I'm stuffing my bra so that mine look the best. It's my fault, cause I put icing on top. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake. That's my bad. No one's holding on to grab. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake. Instead of making me feel bad for the body I got, just teach him to keep it in his pants and tell him to stop.
I love this. I just love this. I want to have her in my office to be able to talk to, because this is kind of the mantra piece. Instead of making me feel bad for the body I got, like, you know, I always tell people, other people shouldn't define who you are. and you don't let other people's opinions define who you are. You get to decide that. Teach him how to keep it in his pants, man. Stop. Just stop. Stay away. God, this girl in my office a month ago or so, I think she was a college student. She's like, guys are just so horny. Like, all they want is action. That's all they want to get. And there's no depth to them. We need to change this system. Sorry for saying that. But just teach him how to keep it in his pants. Chill out and look. Your body is, it's amazing. It's incredible. You decide that. And if it's something you want different, that's great. You can do that. You can change that. But don't change it because somebody else wants you to change.
To keep it in his pants and tell him to stop. Saying it's my fault, 'cause I put icing on top. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake. That's my bad, no one's holding on to grab. Now the boys want a taste of the strawberry shortcake.
It's so good how she puts a song, real issues in life like this, body image, or how a young woman sees herself compared to how everybody else sees her, with a dessert and with something that's so tasty like strawberry shortcake, and such a cool way that she uses this messaging. Oh my gosh. Melanie Martinez, Lunchbox friends. Let's make some friends at lunch, shall we?
He said, hey girl, will you sit with me? Table in the back cafeteria seat. We could be friends if you want to be, but only till the clock hits 3. After lunch we can walk to class.
Yep.
Talk about the boys who we want to smash. Talk about ways to get a little more cash. After that, I'll ignore your ass.
I don't know what happened with the lyrics in this video, but they're clearly off. I just thought it was interesting how it mentioned here when your Lunchbox friends, like, you're kind of just friends there at school. Like, you meet at lunch, you hang out. You ever had this in life? I had that with people in high school where we'd hang out. It's kind of like you just see them at lunch, and then the rest of the day you might not see them at all. But this is it. When the clock hits 3, that's it.
After lunch we can walk to class. Talk about the boys who we want to smash. Talk about ways to get a little more cash. After that, I'll ignore your ass.
Smash cash
app. The fight and they all want to bite of me. Photos, more photos, and gossip about hoes that they don't know.
Did they just completely mess up, like, the lyrics in this video at this point? Somebody completely messed that up. So I'm just going to listen at this point since I can't read along at the same time. But yeah, talking about guys, having a good time, and then I'm going to ignore you. And so it's like we pretend we're there with each other, like we're buddies, and then all of a sudden they leave. Gossip. Talking about people. Please don't talk about people you don't know. And I want people to understand that it's critical to know who you're talking to and what you're saying to certain people, y'all.
Talk about the boys who we want to smash. Talk about ways to get a little more cash. After that, I'll ignore your ass. Oh, the hassle, the fighting, they all want to bite of me. Photos, more photos, and gossip about hoes that they don't know. Oh, they talk shit, though.
I don't want lunchbox friends, no. I want someone who understands, oh. Come to my house, let's start again. Friendship that will last forever.
Who is that that's singing with her too? Because that does not sound like her at all. It sounds like a completely separate person.
Lunchbox friends, no. I want someone who understands, oh. Come to my house, let's start again. Friendship that will last forever, no. No lunchbox friends, no. No lunchbox friends. Come to my house, let's start again. Friendship that will last forever, no. No lunchbox friends, no.
No lunchbox friends. Come to my friendship that will last forever. if I
Yep.
smoke a little weed. Makes no fucking sense to me. The hassle, the fighting, they all wanna bite of me. Photos, more photos,
Yep.
gossip about hoes that they don't know. Oh, they talk shit now.
So easy in this world of social media, especially with performers or actors or entertainers, to judge, you know, every little thing they do. If I happen to do this or that, it doesn't mean whether something's good or not, good or bad. I just think we spend too much time labeling somebody because of the littlest thing. And we're not in a place in our world where we should just sit here and point fingers back and forth at each other, at least without knowing the person and also without knowing the intention. So in school, so many times there's automatic judgment. And I've had so many people tell me, these people are picking on my friend, but I don't want to call them out because then I'm going to be put in the same boat and I'm going to get picked on. So we've got to dismantle that and do something to stand up to the way that people, the judgment, it's judgment. It's judgment.
Gossip about hoes that they don't know. Oh, they talk shit now.
I don't want lunchbox friends, no. I want someone who understands, oh. Come to my house, let's start again. Friendship that will last forever, no. No lunchbox friends, no. No lunchbox friends. Come to my house, let's start again. Friendship that will last forever, no. Come to my house, let's start together. Friendship that will last forever. No lunchbox friends, no. No lunchbox friends.
Nope.
Come to
Nope.
come to my friendship that will last forever. No. Come to my friendship that will last forever.
No lunchbox friends, no. No lunchbox friends. Come to my friendship that will last forever.
Cool. That just screams to me of like, I don't want to eat lunch. I don't want fake friends. I don't want lunchbox friends where we just meet together. We pretend we're all like besties. And then all of a sudden it's really fake because we go about the rest of our days. I want real friends. Come to my house. Spend time with me. That's what I want in life. To be able to see people and know, hey, Tom's the same guy as he is on this reaction therapy stuff. He's the same guy at work, at home, at the store, wherever. And she's just saying, I want real relationships. And please don't judge me by what you see on a screen. Seems like it's gonna be the end of part 1 of this journey, and then we'll continue on next time with even more of the K-12 album. I can't wait. That was awesome.